That's right. You see Baker Mayfield joining us in the tent here on Browns Live, and obviously we're excited to talk with our quarterback as he gets everything going there momentarily. Baker, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's
Good.
going to be hard for me not to look over at you guys right over here.
It is odd. We do it a lot as well, but thanks for joining us here on Browns Live, presented by Snapple. Let's just start with obviously the big issues of the day, and that was you guys getting together prior to this practice, deciding, yes, we want to practice, but we're going to shorten it. We're going to abbreviate it so that we can focus on making impact and meaningful change in the social justice space. I know you're a part of the team's leadership council. Just kind of take us in as much as you feel comfortable with those decisions and what you guys are really hoping to accomplish off of the field.
Yeah, no, I think first and foremost it starts with what was announced today between the three Cleveland area professional teams of coming together and try and raise awareness about voting. I think it starts there with, everybody's opinions, and we've had many discussions in the locker room about, I don't think my vote really is going to do anything in moving forward. But the more, you look into it, the more you research and do your due diligence, you realize that you're truly voting on the people that make decisions around your community, in the local areas, things that you can really affect and make change. And so we've talked about that cultural change that we can chip away at, and we can set a standard for our communities. And it's pretty special that we have three professional teams going in on that together. Yeah. To where we can, other people can look at that and see what we're doing, and if, things pan out the way we want them to, it's going to be true progress and something that needs to happen.
Baker, man, Cribs here. What's going on with
you, baby?
What's going
on, Josh? Good to see you.
Oh, yeah. So, listen, my question for you, man. I love how you're a diehard for this city, but even more, sometimes to your detriment for the players in the locker room. How sometimes you catch heat for going to bat for, hey, man, I'm worried about the players in this locker room for this team. Talk about the camaraderie and what it means for you to stand up for everyone inside that locker room.
Yeah, you know what? I've always been one to, catch a lot of heat. Just always worn my heart on my sleeves. Believed in what I believe in. And like I've said, there's right and there's wrong. And so these guys need to know that I'm 100% transparent when it comes to social injustice issues and things that we've discussed. But I'll take the heat for anything like that of what I believe in, what I stand up for, because my legacy, I want it to be far beyond what the outside opinion is. The people that I can truly affect and inspire within this locker room that I'm around, that's what truly matters to me and my family, and my brothers and teammates in this locker room know that.
Very powerful stuff, Baker. And as we transition to your work on the field today, it looks very crisp, and the ball placement, the rhythm. You guys had a lot of success throwing the football today. Coming off of that day off with everything going on, how important was it to you to get into that rhythm, and how comfortable are you starting to feel in this offense?
Starting to, feel way more comfortable. I had some new, red zone goal line stuff in today, so some first looks at some of that. But, it's been great to, go through the installs a few times and kind of put everything under our belt for the first time. So truly starting to make progress, which needs to happen, only 2 weeks from today from the first NFL game. So we know the sense of urgency is at an all-time high.
Baker, man, a lot of times in practice, we're rating how well you guys do as a team by how well the offense does. And I know that, you see these DBs, they're going off the same routes. They see the same thing happen every practice. Yeah. They're watching the routes that OBJ and Jarvis runs. Tell me how difficult it is to practice against the same guys over and over, but how it also sharpens the team, the offense.
Extremely difficult when you go out and do a walkthrough against the defense and you're running the same concepts, then they're prepared for them in the afternoon. So it's all about the details when it comes down to actually getting out there and running at full speed, being on time, being precise with the reads, knowing exactly where the ball's going to go, and those guys hitting the right depths, hitting the right angles coming back, and attacking the ball. It's about finishing when we get back out there. We've done a lot of teaching, so now it's time to go out there and show them what we've learned and execute.
One of the things we know you love to do is when you get out of the pocket in this offense, so much on that wide zone and then that keeper game off of it. And we see that success that you have moving. How much fun are you having knowing that this is an offense that really suits a lot of the things you do well? Play action, you're one of the best in the NFL, getting outside of the pocket, and those are kind of staples of what you're asked to do here.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. As the more plays we run in this camp to kind of nail down what our identity is, we're starting to see what's working for us. So I'm very happy with where we're at right now, but we're not satisfied just yet. So we got to see what happens game plan by game plan of what we're going to do, marrying up the pass and the run. But I'm very happy with where we're at right now.
Baker, talk about I'm very excited about the talent that's on this team right now. Talk about, look, it's only one football.
Yep.
You stack that wide receiver. You have the best in the league. The tight ends out of nowhere. I mean, you have a great group. Talk about how excited you are with all the weapons and how you plan to utilize them all.
You know what? I got to go through my reads, do my stuff, because that's the coach's job to call the plays and get the balls in those playmakers' hands. I got to go through and do my job. I got to be a playmaker as well, and be a ball distributor. But we have guys everywhere that can make plays, so it's going to be nice to look out there with one-on-ones kind of all over the field. And if they do want to double team guys, then everybody else needs to be licking their chops. So we're getting better up front, added some depth, as everybody knows, and Coach Callahan's doing a great job up front. So we're excited to get to play somebody else.
We know you love utilizing the tight end. You go back to Oklahoma, Mark Andrews, you love to get the ball to your tight ends, and it's clear from the time spent in Austin with Austin till out here that you and Austin Hooper are on the same page. Harrison Bryant, that nice catch today in the 7-on-7s down there near the goal line. But that's a position that's going to be featured in this offense, and that chemistry with Austin looks like you've been playing together for years.
Yeah, no, it all comes back to communication, being on the same page, because you can look at a route, look at an install sheet, and say, here's the details of it, but there's such a feel that needs to happen for tight ends to make that next step, and we got guys that have that instinct, that feel. So we're on the same page because we talk through a lot, but they understand the football game, offensively what we're trying to do. And Harrison, as a young player, is extremely sharp and could be very special.
Baker, man, this Cleveland, everybody loves their quarterback. They love some Baker Mayfield. Tell us some of the goals and some of the things that you've been working on to be most successful this season.
Just getting better individually, working on, obviously learning the new offense first and foremost so I can get the ball out on time, get the ball to our playmakers like we talked about. But just winning games, trying to get to know the teammates even more, get the best out of them, because I feel like that's what I did at Oklahoma. The most important thing as a quarterback is elevating the guys around you to play at a higher level. So that's what I'm working on right now, trying to get the most out of our guys, and because the talent's there. Now it's just about the production and going out and doing our job.
Baker, to end on a little bit of a silly note, you've talked about the elegance of certain facial hairstyles in the past. You have an elegantly well-groomed beard. Your left guard, Joel Bitonio, we don't know what's going on there.
He looks like
it's
Jekyll
out of control.
And Hyde. I don't know which one's which in that Sean Connery movie, but when he puts the face mask on, it all just kind of pops out. I know Courtney's not very happy with him, but he's probably got some stuff living in there.
It certainly looks that way. Baker, thank you so much for the time. I know you guys have very important work to get to after practice here today. We really appreciate you stopping by and looking forward. Can't believe 17 days away from that season opener in Baltimore.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
All right, Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield joining us here to wrap up Browns Live.